Hello, my name is Maddie, and, book tags are finally coming back to BookTube, and I'm living for it. So, as you guys know, I wasn't on BookTube the first time that tags were popular, which is like all the regret because I love tags so much. But I'm gonna do it anyway because like, you only live once, so... and one thing that I really love besides tags are Vines. I never had the original Vine app, but one of my friends got me into them like a year ago now, and I would watch Vine compilations for way too long. Just way too long. So when I saw that Emma Books had a Vine book tag, and the book tags were coming back to BookTube, I was like, what else is there to do? Story time real quick before I start. The building that I live in is full of commercial music students. Just, I don't know why. It's just like, I feel like half the building's commercial music students. So no matter what I'm doing, I can usually hear music from a different room. Like right now, I can hear music from a different room. I'm sorry if you can hear it too. But at least it's not like thumping bass like it is sometimes. Like it's chill right now, so like I'm not that mad about it. Just like be aware. Alright, let's get started. The first Vine is I love this one. It's the little girl who's like, hey, I want to be famous. I love that one, it's great. Okay, so the question for that is, I just forgot it, I'm stupid. A book that is underrated but that deserves more hype. And I don't know if this technically counts because I know that the author is pretty hyped, but I feel like this particular book isn't talked about as much. And that is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. As you guys know, I read this last month, and I was reading it the month before, but like I finished it last month. And I died over it. Like, after I finished it, I called one of my friends and we were on FaceTime for like 2 hours while I was just dying. And he was like, you don't even know half of it, read the other books. So, it's amazing. And if you can get through this brick, it's totally worth it. And like, Brandon Sanderson is obviously a hyped up author. Everyone knows Brandon Sanderson, but I feel like the Mistborn trilogy is a lot more popular. Or, the Steelheart series. I feel like this series, it doesn't get as much buzz, I guess, is the best word, because it's just not as well known. Probably because it's so fat, everyone's like, no thank you. Unless you're like a hardcore sci-fi fan. I mean, fantasy fan. Which, like, do it, because this book is amazing. So, like, okay. Good, I'm glad to figure out this right now. Okay, the next one. This one, it's the one with the lady and like the fake rat in the grocery store, and she goes, Huzzah! And then it's like, is that real? Is that real? Quality. Okay, the question for this one is a book that caught you off guard, or a plot twist that caught you off guard. And I feel like in almost every book, whenever there's a plot twist, I'm like, because like I just don't see it coming because I'm just dumb. I guess, like, hold on. But like, if you haven't read it, spoilers. Yeah, anyway. Okay, that's the thing, is I feel like it happens with every book that there's a plot twist that catches me off guard. So like, I'm reading The Cruel Prince right now, and for those of you who've read The Cruel Prince, you know, in like, it's not like halfway through, I'm like 3/4 of the way through, something like that, but like, things are happening. Yeah. Things are happening. I feel like that's a plot twist, but like, I feel like every other plot twist leaves me off guard. Like, just, and like this book, the last 50 pages is just plot twist after plot twist after plot twist that's like setting up for all the other books. Like, I think you could talk about anything for this, you know? You know what, that was probably enough for the plot twists. And I'm sure I'd have more if I was at home and I could see like all of the books that I've read, because I would have been like, oh yeah, like The Darkest Minds. Plot twist, caught me off guard. But also like, that would be way too much. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Let's move on. Oh yeah, okay. I don't get no sleep 'cause of y'all. Now you're never gonna sleep 'cause of me. You know? Okay. The question for this Vine is a book that you lost sleep over. And while I do have multiple of these, because like I read a lot, I get my best reading done like right before bed, because that's what I always try to do to like calm myself down, get myself ready to go to sleep. But sometimes it doesn't calm me down, instead it keeps me up all night. And I've done this with multiple books, but the book that stands out that I think this happened the most recently with was Defy Me by Tahira Mafi, because I read the entire Shadow Me trilogy, and then now that's not a trilogy, like the fourth book, back in February of this year, and didn't have Defy Me. And then Defy Me came out, but then I didn't read it right away just because like things were happening. And then finally I had a chance, like a day, where I started it. And if you guys have read Defy Me, you know that Defy Me is like takes place over like only a couple of hours or a day or something like that. You know, like most entire books take place over multiple days, because like how do you not? But Defy Me takes place, literally it felt like an entire day was the entire book. So obviously I had to read it an entire day. And so that's what I did. And it was the day before, I'm so dumb. It was literally like the day before that I had a really big exam. Like, you know, one of those determining your future exams. And instead of studying, I stayed up late reading my book. But like I still passed the exam, so like it's fine. It ended up all fine. And the book was amazing and it kept me up so late, but like it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's move on. I guess the other book that I did this with was A Court of Wings and Ruin. And I do with a lot of final books. I think I did with Kingdom of Ash too, but like A Court of Wings and Ruin is the other one I can really remember. I'm sure I've done it with others, I just can't think about it right now. Yeah. But like Defy Me is the one that stands out at this point, you know? Oh my gosh, okay. So, the next Vine is the one where he's like, so no head. And okay, funny story about that. I was at a competition and I was at a martial arts competition, and one of the other people on my team was coming, but she hadn't gotten there yet. And one of the judges that she'd been like, you know what, she scouts for like judges that she thinks are hot. So like she saw one of the judges, and like said that he was hot. And then like the next competition, I saw him again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna take one of those like creepy stalker zoom-in videos of him and send it to her. And as I was doing that, he was talking on the phone, and he got off and he did the no head thing, you know, where he like slams the phone on the ground. I was like, that was one of those moments when like you're like, it was one of those moments when you turn on the camera at like the absolute right moment. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So anyway, so the question that goes along with this one is a book or event that makes you angry. And like, I mean, this book made me angry for, I'm literally going to talk about this book for like every single question. This book made me angry for a little while because it's a brick. So it took me forever to finish. But the one that immediately came to mind when I saw this one was, I'm blanking. Why the heck am I blanking? I'm gonna get, is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, because Harry's so angsty and like no one will believe him, and it literally just, like every time I read that book it makes me want to throw it across the room, because it's like, it's not like I'm mad at, well, I am mad at the characters, but it's like I just feel for Harry so much when he's like, no one understands me, no one believes me. I also get mad at him for being angsty and not caring, like, and not like talking to people. So it's like all of this just sort of like into one big anger fest. And then of course it's the longest book in the series, so like that doesn't help at all, but we here. Yeah, that book mostly. Oh yeah. Okay, the next one is the two people in the Waffle House fighting, and then the guy goes, "Can I get a waffle? Can I please get a waffle?" The question for this one is a sequel or spin-off that you were begging the author for. And I don't know if this counts. Well, yeah, okay. So far, at this point right now, it's Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I'm sure, once again, like if I had had my multitudes of books, I would be able to find a different one. But most recently, it's been this one. Because this book did not end in a good way, you know? It didn't end in a way that was like, this is an ending. It was like, this is an ending? It's not an ending, and I need more. That's all I have to say. And yeah. And like, I know that Leigh Bardugo is like swamped because she's probably, I think she's writing another King of Scars book and she's working on a TV show, but like, she needs to write another book. She needs to write another book. Thank you, goodbye. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, but I feel like I say that in every single video, so that should just become my catchphrase. I don't think there was anything else. I mean, Kingdom of Ash. Because, like, I finished Empire of Storms and I wanted to cry. And I did cry, I think. I definitely cried. But, like, I read it before Tower of Dawn had come out. So I had to wait, like, over a year. Yeah. Yeah, Kingdom of Ash too, but, like, right now it's this. So, I can't believe I forgot. Wow, I'm a bad Vine watcher. I've been watching too many, like, TikToks recently because, like, you can only watch so many Vine compilations until, like, you know them all. Do you know what I mean? And then if you watch the TikTok compilations, they're constantly creating new ones because TikTok's still a thing. But I mean, these are iconic, so I need to watch them anyway. Irrelevant. This next Vine is the one with the girl who, like, blows a bunch of smoke out of her mouth and the camera pans to the guy and he's like, wow. Which, like, I feel that Vine on a spiritual level because I always see people, like, smoking and drinking and they're like, oh my god, look how many, I've drunk, like, 5 beers. And I'm like, great. Like, that's nice. But also, like, I'm the guy in the white t-shirt sitting there awkwardly because I'm not going to do any of that. Because apparently I'm boring? I don't know. They all say it's boring. Like, I'm not boring. I say as I sit in my room filming a video for the internet. For this one, it's a book that you were unimpressed by. And I'm not particularly unimpressed by much. Like, okay. It started to become where I go into books with higher expectations. But when I was like 15, 16, like, I would go into a book with no expectations. So whatever was going to happen, I was like, I was floored by it. I was like, beautiful. I think this is like a bit of a misunderstanding. So like, this doesn't really count. But like, when I read Fence by C.S. Passat and Johanna the Mad, I thought that there was going to be a lot more in this book than there was. Because like, it's tiny. So like, I don't know why I thought that. And it's one volume of 4, and I think there are more planned. So once again, I don't know why I thought that, but I felt like not a lot happened. It was a lot of setup and like learning about different people and stuff. And that doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy it. I just was like, oh wait, where's the rest of it? And then I was like, wait a second, I have to buy the other 2 volumes. So like, that's not really unimpressed, but it kind of. Actually, this goes here. I'm done. Okay, wait, hold on. But I feel like there isn't much else. I feel like a lot of people at this point would say, like, Wayward Son, like, the people that disliked it. But, I'm looking at the books that I've read. Those 2. And, like, I don't think there's anything that I've been, like, super unimpressed by. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Next. Oh, yeah. Okay. This Vine is the one with the guy and he's like, what the is up, Kyle? No, like, what the? Dude, what did you say? Like, what the? You know that one? You know that one? Okay. Sorry I didn't say it all the way. I try not to curse. I don't curse. And it just makes me uncomfortable, so I'm not going to say it all. But, like, that's, you get the idea. This question is a book character that you want to fight. And there aren't a lot, because most of the book characters that I read about are terrifying. And like, no matter... I'm a red 1 belt, which means that I'm 2 belts away from, well, this belt and the next belt and then black belt. So like, I'm pretty close to black belt. But like, do I really want to try my hand at fighting like Selena Sardathian, however you say her last name, shoot, Corvair, that's her name. Mia Corvair, like, or like, what's his face, Kaladin? Like, I don't want to fight any of these people because they're gonna beat me up and like, leave me in the dust. I guess at this point, I could pull out the Cruel Prince. Let me go grab it. The Cruel Prince, because at this point, I want to fight Jude, but not because I want her to kill me, because like, honestly, she could, because I feel like she's being stupid and I want her to realize something. But that's not, like... But then, like, if I think about it... That was loud. If I think about, like, I want to fight someone on behalf of the character, it's like, well, Sebastian Morgenstern? But also I wouldn't, because I would die. So, like... I don't know, I'm such a pacifist that, like, I don't want to fight anyone, but at the same time, I'm like, let's go. I don't know why. I guess... I don't know why. I don't know why I'm talking about this anymore. Next, let's move on. Okay, the last find is the lady who's trying to get on the bus, and like the bus doors are closed, so she's banging on it and like opera singing. I'm not even gonna try to do it because I just would fail, but iconic. Oh my god, that one's beautiful. And the question that goes with this one is a new release that you're knocking on your local bookstore's door for. So this one's kind of hard because, like, I have already pre-ordered, well, they already came, but, like, complicated. So I pre-ordered Call Down the Hawk, I can't remember all of them anymore, Girls of Storm and Shadow, Supernova, The Toll, and Starsight, by Brandon Sanderson. But the thing is that because for most of them, I had books that were relevant to those books in US editions and US hardcovers that I wanted the US hardcovers, so I had them shipped to my house at home because the shipping for each of the books would have cost about half as much as the book cost, which was like, no thank you, I don't want them to come here, especially since like I can't read some of them because I need to reread the rest of the series. It was a whole thing. So, like, those, because although I've pre-ordered them and, like, technically I own them, I don't have them, and I want to read them so badly. Like, I keep seeing people talk about The Toll and Supernova and Call Down the Hawk, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just want to read them, but, like, I can't because, like... But also, like, I'm willing to wait to get the nice cover, if that makes... Like, I'm willing to wait for them because I want them all to look nice together. You know what I mean? But the next book, I guess like the next anticipated release, is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi, which is coming out on December 3rd, and I'm dying for it. Yeah, I'm dying for it. And I should probably reread Children of Blood and Bone, even though I already read it this year, because it feels like it's been forever, even though I literally read it in May, which was like 6 months ago, but at the same time, it's like, because it's a fantasy world, because the book is so large, I feel like I didn't retain as much as I could have, and that, like, if I reread it now, I would be like, oh. Like, I would see so much more, and then, like, reading Children of Virtue and Vengeance would be, like, mind-blowing. Even more so. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to buy the US edition or the UK edition. Because the thing is that I want to buy the US edition, again, so that they, like, match. But there's a Waterstones exclusive edition that's signed by Tomi Adeyemi. And I'm like, so what do I do? But also, I've been trying not to buy books. I haven't bought Queen of Nothing yet, because I'm trying not to buy books. But I have a feeling that as soon as I finish The Wicked King, I'm going to be like, I need it now. I don't know. Oh, see, this is my, like, constant struggle. That's why I'm trying not to buy books. But, like, it's probably not going to work super well. Like, it's been going pretty good so far. I'm getting off on a tangent. Like I mentioned before, I am currently reading The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I haven't made that much progress since last week, which is sad because I want to finish it. But like I'm pretty far. Like I only have this much left, which is like 100-ish pages, I think. Yeah, about 100 pages. Like I said before, in case, for those of you who've read it, I'm past that now. Oh, now my bookmark fell out. But that's the page I was on. Yes, okay. I feel like I'm rambling and I'm talking really fast. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I have to put it over there. But it's killing me. I can see why people love it so much because all of the angst is killing me. And I want to read it constantly. But I have so much more that I need to do. I have an entire book to read for lecture tomorrow that I haven't started yet, even though I meant to start yesterday. But like, what can you do at this point? And yeah, I'm really sad that I haven't gotten to read it very much, but I'm trying my best, I promise. It's pretty good so far. It's not like my new favorite book, which I feel like when a lot of people read it, it was like their new favorite book and their complete obsession, which I understand with the complete obsession thing, but it's definitely not like a new favorite. So I guess we'll see. I'll talk about it at the end of the month, so like, you'll see then. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the comments down below, tell me your favorite vine and whether or not it was in the video. And try to make up a question for it. Like, if you could make up a question for, like, a tag like this, what would your question be? Yeah. I will see you next time. Bye!